Welcome in, Pisces, to Don Williams Tarot. This message is for sun, moon, or rising placements in the sign of Pisces. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as I do not want there to be any conflict or miscommunication, okay? Also, if you are interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you and your life at this time, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below. Or you can go to donwilliamstarot.com to find my pricing and availability. Okay. Now, for those of you who are brand new to my channel, you've never seen me before, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel, as one of the things that I have just started offering is live sessions. And I'm only going live on YouTube at this time. So if you want notifications as to when those are going to happen, if you subscribe to my channel, you will be notified of when those lives are going to come. And you can go there and you can ask a question. I started doing this because I've had a couple of people say to me, all I really want is all I want to know is this answer to this one question. So I thought, well, instead of offering just the option of looking at one question, I could do that for a bunch of people all at the same time by going live. So that's what I'm doing. But if there is something that's going on with your life and you are looking at some major changes in your life, you may want to consider getting a full reading. Okay. Completely up to you. There is no judgment one way or the other. I'm just trying to provide options that help people, because I know that we all can find ourselves in financial crunch time, and this is one of those things where, yes, it would be lovely to have. And yes, I would love the communication and guidance, but, sometimes it's just not in our physical ability to be able to pay for a full reading. Anyway, so what I plan to do today is I'm going to do your reading for June. This is going to cover the month of June. So it's an overview for the month of June 2024 for our Pisces, whether it's your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. And, your sun sign represents your personal core personality, whereas the moon sign represents your emotions. And your rising sign is the mask that you wear. So a lot of times people will cross watch whatever those placements are for them, so they get a full picture of what's going on. I plan to pull a card from the messages from the universe. I will do your reading portion. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. And then when I do this Celtic cross, I'm going to take myself off camera so we can concentrate on your cards. I have a tendency when I'm working with spirit, a lot of times I close my eyes for clarity, because spirit drops pictures into my mind and I describe those pictures to you as to what spirit is trying to share. At the very end, I'm going to put myself back on screen and I'm going to pull 5 cards from the Tea Leaf Tarot. Now, typically those 5 cards are additional messages that spirit wants you to be aware of. Or it could be some clarifiers as to some messages that you've already received. So it just depends on what cards we pull. Okay. So without any further ado, I am going to put myself off camera and we are going to get started with your reading. Put my glasses on. Okay. And your first card is, just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean it will never happen. So divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. Now, I've heard this message a bunch of times, especially if you've done any research as to, the truth movement and, all the stuff that's going on. And a lot of it has to do with, there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that we're not fully aware of, or we may be aware, we're just not seeing it because they're not being very visible as to what's happening. Okay, so I've already shuffled all your cards to save time, and I'm just going to lay them out. So we start off with the Ace of Cups. That's a great card. And of course, cups represent water, which represents Pisces. Three of Pentacles representing teamwork. Seven of Cups. Hangman, this is you, Pisces, so you're showing up very strongly in the foundation of your reading. Ten of Pentacles, love this card. The Fool card. Queen of Swords. King of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. And the Page of Cups. Very good. We have a lot of cups here. So the 10 of Cups represents Pisces energy. It's usually the 8, 9, and 10 of Cups that represents Pisces energy. But so we have Pentacles here, which represents finances. We have Cups here that represent emotions. We have one sword here, which represents the mind. But all the rest, it feels as though, and then you've got the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Now, the 5 of Wands is the energy of conflict, but it's also a card of training. I'm going to go ahead and leave it, but then I'm going to flip the deck over because I don't want to pull any additional cards from this specific deck. So if we need clarification, I have other decks here I can pull clarification from. But this card popped in, and so I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. So the wands have to do with our inspiration, our creativity, our passions, and our motivation. Fives are representative of changes coming in. And as you can see, these guys are in training. If they were in a real conflict or a real fight, they would have swords in their hands, right? And they don't. They have sticks. So this could represent that some of you are taking some kind of classes. It could be something that is going to enhance your current offer, to your employer, meaning maybe you're going to school, maybe you're going after a degree, or it could be that you're taking some kind of certification or whatever to qualify you for maybe a bump up in your job space. So we're going to leave that guy right there. He's in the reading, but he's kind of sitting on the outside of the reading. So we start off right off the bat with this Ace of Cups. And as a water sign, Pisces, it feels as though opportunities are coming in. Now, even though there's only this one cup here, I don't feel as though it's only just one thing coming towards you. I feel as though, in a way, because you have this 7 of Cups above your head here, so to speak, this is in your thoughts or the way that you're thinking. I'm feeling as though there's quite a few options that are going to come in for your consideration. Now, for me, the Ace of Cups does represent a blessing. It represents things that are coming in that really resonate with your heart. Now, this is also my cup of relationships. So it could very well be that you might be inviting new friendships, new relationships into your life. Like maybe you're going to go someplace where you're going to be very social for this month. And as this is in the very, very center of your reading, I feel as though this is the energy that is setting you up for the month of June. As you can see, your cup is going to be running over with emotion. And there's also this energy here of your cup is just going to continue to flow. So for me, Pisces, this is a beautiful indication of the energy that you're carrying with you as a gift from God. But now you're going to need to take action. Like you're going to need to do something in order to bring all of this beauty and fruition into being. Your next card, which is crossing, which is helping or hindering you. In this situation, I feel it is a helping because you have 3 of Pentacles here. Now, this is about your skills. This is about your skills, your ability, your talents. These individuals hired this guy to create this beautiful opening here. She's got this set of plans, and you can't really see it, but that depiction is on these plans. And so basically they hired this guy to do this job. So for those of you who may be self-employed or working on teams, I feel as though this energy is going to really take you through the end of the month of June. Hang on just a moment, I need water. I have a tickle. Into the month of June. And the other thing this is about teamwork. So these guys had a vision, they put it all on paper, and then this guy implemented. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs, or those of you who work out of your home, it feels as though more contracts will be coming in for you, more work will be coming in for you. For those of you who work for a company, it may be a thing where you're going to be placed on a team that's going to be kind of outside your normal scope of work. You're being brought in because of your level-headedness or the way that you bring information forward to your company. And I feel like they really want your input in this situation. And then what we have that is your thoughts for the month, it feels as though, like I had mentioned, you are going to be spoiled for choice. Now, the other thing about this card is you can see there's all these cups here. And this Eight of Cups does represent Pisces energy. I'm sorry, this is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups does represent that Pisces energy, but in this situation, it feels as though you're not able to see things as clearly as you would like. And it's kind of like, picking this, the perfect cup for you is one of those things that may be a little bit of a challenge. And what Spirit is saying is that what you really need to do is to align yourself with your heart, mind, and soul, or your gut, your heart, and your mind. Because some of the options that you're going to have are not going to turn out in your favor. So it feels as though there's a lot of smoke and mirrors here. There's stuff that you're trying to clarify for yourself, but you're not getting a complete clear picture as of yet. And part of that, I feel, is due to the fact that in your base or in your foundation, you do show up here as the Hanged Man. But the Hanged Man is that card of needing to surrender to the will of God, surrendering to the will of Spirit. He has been placed, this is a major arcana. This is your first major arcana in your reading. And he's been placed on this tree of life because there is a slight delay that needs to happen in order for him to have this epiphany. Now, this epiphany may very well be associated with all of these cups up here of you choosing the right cup. But at the same time, the Hanged Man energy is a card of creative thinking. It is a delay out of your control. It is talking about, looking at things from outside the box. This is also realigning your heart with your soul mission, is this energy of this card. It's newfound wisdom. There's a level of awakening, enlightenment with this card. So I feel like all of this energy is just surrounding your base. And this is what is you're building from here, from this station here with this Hanged Man energy. Now, what was in your immediate past is this 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, I feel may have gotten a raise, may have gotten a promotion. Some of you might have moved into a new role where you're making more money. But it does feel as though you and your family, or you and your significant other, or the person that is in your life, is really concentrating on your physical security and building your wealth and leaving a legacy for your children. And that's kind of what this card is about. This is really about really securing your physical wealth. And as you can see in the card, we have the husband and wife here, we have a child, we have the dogs, and we have a grandparent. And it looks like this grandparent has a beard. So it could be a masculine person that's representing, the father figure within this group. But it's one of those things that is a legacy. So it could be a thing where if you have your own business that you're working towards socking away a bunch of money so that, you can give the best to your family. But overall, this is a beautiful card. Now, what's coming in your immediate future is this new opportunity as the Fool. So, this is about believing in yourself. This is about trusting spirit. Whenever you see gold backed cards, so you've got one here with this Fool and you have one here with this King of Pentacles, those are blessings. Those are cards that are shining with the sun shining down upon them, right? So for me, this card has this emphasis of being supported by spirit. And in this situation, the Fool is the very first card of the Arcana, major Arcana. And this story is about the Fool's journey or the hero's journey, depending on how you want to look at it. He has his trusty dog here, which is about loyalty and trust and companionship. And he's ready just to walk off this cliff into the abyss because he just trusts that no matter what happens, he's going to be taken care of, that the sun is shining on him and he has blessings and nurturing and growth and beautiful things coming towards him. Now, if you look at him, he's also holding up this white rose here. And white in the tarot represents purity. So for him, he has purity of thought, purity of intention. And I feel as though some of you are going to be stepping into this energy for yourself, that you're really going to be aligned with your higher self. You're going to trust that what needs to happen for you is going to happen for you. And you're going to release the need to control an outcome and allow spirit to be the one that implements what is for your highest and best. Okay. Now, as we move up the ladder, we start off with, so this is your near future, and then your distant future is this Queen of Swords. This is my Queen of Truth and Integrity. She has already gone through a transformation because if you can see, she does have butterflies on her crown, as well as she has butterflies here on her throne. So for her, she is seeing clearly because the clouds are now below her line of vision. She sees clearly, she expresses with clear intention, she communicates succinctly. So this could be you stepping into this Queen of Sword energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be the feminine, it can represent the masculine as well. But the queens are about patience and understanding, and she's about speaking your truth. She will reach out her hand as a gesture of welcome, but at the same time, you do not want to cross this queen. You don't want her to catch you in a lie. You don't want her to catch you in a situation that is not above being admirable, because she will slice and dice you and never be able to get over that. So keep that in mind. Now, this could also represent somebody that you're working with. This could represent a family member, could represent you, could represent anyone really. But the thing about it, really for me, that is sticking out is coming from that place of truth and integrity, standing in your sovereignty. And that's what this energy is about. Now, your closest relationships, you have this King of Pentacles coming in. Now, the King of Pentacles, this is my physical security guy. He started out, and built his wealth. And that's exactly what he's talking about here. He has a unique skill set. He has grapes on his cloak here, and grapes in the tarot are meant to represent something that is very difficult to grow. And so basically what that's saying is he has this unique set of gifts where he's able to create his wealth because of his skills. And this also is representative of Taurus energy. So it could be that you may be getting into a relationship or may be involved with a Taurus on some level. This could be your dad. This could be an uncle. This could be a mentor for you, or this could be a business partner, something along those lines. But these are close relationships to you. So I feel as though this king is coming in and is going to be sharing with you ways to increase your health, your wealth, and your physical security. Now, your future represents the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, again, is another Pisces energy. This 10 represents, all those things, building a beautiful home, building a beautiful, emotionally stable relationships and family. And it's not as though you will never have problems, but you will be able to work those problems out with your significant other. There's a lot of joy and happiness associated with this card. And you have these two tens that are just kind of opposite each other. So it feels as though one is complementing the other. One is about your physical security, your health, your home, your possessions. And this one is all about your emotional security, right? Feeling really happy about where you are, about your family life, about the things that you're creating in your life. So this is a beautiful, beautiful card, Pisces. And then it looks as though for your final outcome, you have this Page of Cups. So it feels as though there's another opportunity that's coming in. As you can see, he has this fish in his cup. He has his eyes focused on the prize. Now, typically pages represent younger people, like apprentice or somebody that maybe you are a person that mentors other people or something along those lines. But pages usually represent a new path, a new beginning, a new direction. And whatever this new direction is for you, it is going to really make your heart happy because it's all aligning with your cups, which is your emotions. This is also my card of really listening to your inner voice. And as funny as it may seem, because you are a water sign, I know you understand this, but the cup and the fish could actually represent his higher self. Like, why would your higher self be a tiny little fish? Well, as a water sign, it's just representative of the energy of the above and below, right? So in this situation, I feel as though a new opportunity is coming in. It's going to make you feel really happy. It's going to really motivate you. It's going to fill your cup. And, whatever this prize is, whatever it is that you're focusing on, because it will be something different for all of you, is where you really need your attention to be, because that's going to bring you your growth. That's what's going to bring you your next steps, right? As you transition into the month of July. But overall, it looks really good. I'm going to pull myself back on screen and we're going to pull your last 5 cards for your last main themes that Spirit wants you to be aware of. If you've made it this far, I'd really love it if you would please like the video. 5. Okay, here we go. And your first card is a mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Now, this could represent you, but I have a feeling it represents somebody that's close to you, right? And the other thing is that our job isn't to really push people into a direction or into a belief system that we believe in. Basically, we just have to let people figure things out for themselves and just give them the seeds, plant those seeds, and hope that, it is a positive outcome, right? And even if it is a stubborn person, that doesn't mean that they're not willing to see things from a completely different point of view. It all comes down to your representation of the information you are sharing. 4-leaf clover, good luck, good fortune. Love it. Yeah, I really feel that fortune and good luck stuff, I feel like there's a lot of really positive things coming in for you. You do have an egg here, success assured with good plans and hard work. And then a fan, romance, celebration, and a party. Yeah, I can see party here. I mean, because you do have these tens, and I do feel those are celebratory type of cards, right, for you. And then cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. It's interesting that this came up because I pulled a card for myself today, and it was a spider energy. And spider energy is about building your cobwebs. And that cobwebs have to do with the protection. Like in order for a spider to be able to eat, They typically have to make their web, and hopefully something's going to come along and get stuck on that web. So they have food, right? Not that I'm equating this to you, but in a sense, what it's really talking about is that energy that comes in with it. And what I found interesting is I was meditating on this spider energy, and I was thinking about the vibration of that when something gets stuck in the web. That spider can feel that vibration, right? And I was thinking about it, I was thinking, oh, and I bet you anything, their mouths get all watery and excited because they know they're going to have a meal. I don't know how this relates, but those were the thoughts that were going through my mind at the time that I was doing this meditation. But anyway, the nice thing and the beautiful thing is that you are being protected from negative forces. So wrap yourself up in that love, wrap yourself in that white light. I feel as though your June is going to be a very exciting month. There's a lot of opportunities for you to really make some big changes in your life. And I don't really feel that there's much really here for you to worry about in terms of things getting in your way or holding you back. So, very nice reading, Pisces. I hope you found some nuggets here. Until next time, take very good care of you and enjoy your June.